Hello, Green Bay Packers fans. It's John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com, and I want to talk about the Packers' profits. The Green Bay Packers had less than $1 million in profits, and this is a little bit alarming because the NFL is a $1 billion industry. So when a team has less than $1 million in profits, they had around $700,000. It's very scary because it's a bad sign of maybe what's to come in the future. Now, it's not that bad yet because the Packers have $400 million in their reserve account. And if they had to tap into that, it's possible. And the Packers could also sell stocks because they're a publicly owned team. So they could dip into some of their options if they had to, but obviously they don't want to get to that point because how many times can you go to the well before things start to dry up? Now, one of the reasons that they didn't have a lot of money is because they re-signed Aaron Rodgers. They paid him $130 million. And they also signed some free agents. They were more active in free agency this year by getting Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, and a few other guys. So the Green Bay Packers, they, are in a situation where winning is the only solution. First and foremost, Aaron Rodgers has to live up to expectations. He's their big investment, and there's some risks there because he's been hurt, a couple times in the past where he's missed significant time. And if he doesn't pan out, then that's when the Packers could find themselves in a very tough situation. Um, Now, Aaron Rodgers has been treated a little bit unfairly this offseason. Everybody's been criticizing him for how he is. They say he's hard to work with. I think the I don't want to say the problem, but I think Aaron Rodgers' situation is this. I think he's so smart, and sometimes the coaching staff can't challenge him enough. So when he's so much smarter than the coaching staff, and we've seen it, how fast he can process information, not only on the football field, but he went on all those game shows and won them as well. So obviously he's a whip smart guy. Like I said, he can process information so fast. So that's where Matt LaFleur's challenge is. Can he get the most out of Aaron Rodgers, and can he, intellectually challenge him and get him to buy into his concepts? If it's a little bit outdated and just isn't ran as smoothly as it possibly can be, and it wasn't at times with Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be happy because he's going to pick up on it right away and realize that we're not optimizing our output. So the Green Bay Packers, if they want to make a bunch of profits and if they want to get people buying merchandise from the pro shop, because that's what Mark Murphy, the team president, said, they took a big hit. Is people aren't buying merchandise, they're not winning games like they have in the past. They missed the playoffs for 2 straight years. As far as hype and having a buzz goes, the Green Bay Packers are kind of starting to take a step back, and they've been good for so long. They've been traditionally just such a upper echelon team that they need to get back on track. They need to win some games, and they need to get people up in Wisconsin, and not only Wisconsin, all around the world, to get excited again about this brand. So the only way they can get back to that point is by winning football games. And that's why the pressure's on. That's why the pressure was on Mike McCarthy. That's why the pressure's on Coach LaFleur right away. They had to produce some results, and Green Bay has to get everything they can out of their investments. So we'll see if they take that next step and become a team that can maybe get back to the playoffs and go on a deep playoff run. That's what has to happen, or they at least need to have a winning season. Truthfully, they have to go to the playoffs. Actually, they have to get in. That's the bare minimum. They had to get in the wild card and at least generate some positive momentum moving forward, so they can get people to buy in what they're selling up there in Green Bay. I'm John Kuzma. Check out entoneblog.com.